Hi, today I'm going to show you how to restore the default from Juniper Robotics on your Juniper Robotics gadget. Currently, the gadget I have is set up to have some different code on it to where it's spinning in a circle, and it's also not producing a Wi-Fi signal anymore to connect to. So these are the steps to just go back through and restore the factory defaults to where it will send out a Wi-Fi signal and it won't do anything automatically when you start it up. So we just start here. I'm on the Canvas page for Leaps right now, but I'll also put all the files you need if you're accessing this through a different website or via our YouTube channel. The files, links to the files should be in the description or somewhere else on the website. But we will need to start with these first few files and adding it from this zip file. So our first step will be to download that. And we'll need to take it from the zip file. We need to open that. And we'll have these 5 different folders that we'll need to copy into PictoBlox. So I've hit Control C and I go to my computer and we go to Program Files, and then we look for PictoBlox, and from here we go into Resources. And we have this Arduino 1.8.5. Open that up. Go into libraries, and then this is where we'll hit Command V or Control V. Command V if you're on a Mac. I'm obviously on a Windows right now, but this process can be replicated on a MacBook as well. I'm just going to exit out of here for now because I've already put the files in here. So the biggest thing, like, you only have to do this once. You just have to add the gadget libraries into the libraries for Arduino operating within PictoBlox. So we've done this. Let's go back to our page. Our next step will be to download the code file for Gadget. We open that up, hit download, and this will open up the code for the gadget. So it's as simple as just hitting Control A and Control C. You just have to copy all that code, and so that should be in your clipboard now. From there, we go into PictoBlox. We want to make sure that we're on the block coding, not the Python coding. It should give you a prompt if you're opening that up. We want to select our board. We're working with the ESP32 still. I don't have it connected quite yet, but we also want to change it from the stage mode to the upload mode. And we see our code pops up when we're in the upload mode. It's C++ code. What we need to do right now is just delete the default code that pops up, and then we want to hit Control V, and that will put the gadget code into it. Alright, so we have everything set up in PictoBlox now. Our next step will be to connect our Juniper Robotics gadget to our computer using a USB cable. And again, you want to make sure that this USB cable is a data transfer USB cable. Some USB cables, USB to micro USBs, are only charging, and it doesn't have the wires necessary to transfer data. So you want to plug that in, turn the gadget on, and then we need to connect it. I know from the past, mine's called COM5. If you're having a tough time figuring that out, all you have to do is unplug it and hit refresh, and then plug it back in. And whatever pops up when you plug it back in will be the device you need to connect to. Alright, and I might mention too that the first time you connect your gadget to your computer, it will have some gadgets, or not gadgets, excuse me, some drivers to install on your computer so it can actually communicate with each other. If you're using school computers, make sure to take it to your tech department and have them take a look at it and basically say, hey, this is the ESP32 that we need to use in class from now on, and have them take a look and see what drivers need to be installed, because some schools have that a little more stricter lockdown and don't let students or teachers install drivers to the computer themselves. Alright, so we're connected here. We can tell we're connected. All we have to do now is press upload code, and it will take a little bit to build. Um, oh, I actually almost forgot. Before we do that, we want to go up here and we want to set our Wi-Fi credentials. So we have to, where it says SSID equals gadget in quotation marks there, that's where we actually name the Wi-Fi signal it produces. So if you have a label stuck on the bottom of your gadget, you want to label name this what the label says so you can keep it straight for your students. Um, and so here you want to set it to gadget equals or SSID equals, and then in the quotation marks, it has to be in the quotation marks. It says gadget 106 because that's the number of the gadget I have. Now you come up here and hit upload, and it'll take just a few minutes to upload. It took me, the first time I did this, it took me 5 minutes, and it kind of gets a little bit quicker from there, but just be prepared to let this sit for a few minutes.